This time, on highway through hell.
Something burning?
In deep.
Careful, careful.
Merv.
No way.
Tests the waters. Crushed.
Truck destroyed.
On the coke.
It's friggin' rigged.
With Team Reliable.
Wow.
And moving day.
Sounds really good.
For Jamie's Precious.
There? That's it?
It's a different type of cold out there.
In northern Alberta.
Crikey, that wind's cold.
Sub-zero temperatures plunge the region into a deep freeze.
We can get to minus 60. It's brutally, brutally weird.
That's cold out there. Poor guy.
An hour east of the Rocky Mountains,
Might be one of them long days.
Jamie's Alberta long haul
We just blew a fan belt,
is heating up.
so the belt went off and it started to get hot.
Basically, your cooling system is gonna overheat.
We're in a pretty remote area here, minus 38, so I have to try to just get off this highway. And
But with over 700 kilometers to his yard in Hope,
hopefully we can let the engine cool down and limp it into the next closest town and get repaired.
Jamie looks to take advantage of the freezing weather.
Cold air and the cool temperatures are actually helping me keep the truck cool.
The engine should cool down pretty quick. We'll wait a few minutes. We've got no cab heat now, but it's a 37-kilometer run from here into the nearest town. I got no heat in the truck now, so I'm gonna just get suited up a little bit.
But even at minus 40 degrees, with a wind chill,
We're getting up to 200 degrees on the engine oil now.
HR 100's engine continues to heat up.
I'm trying to get as far as I can, and hopefully I don't need to get towed.
My air's going down. Oh, now I got two troubles.
The California wrecker
I'm having problems with the brakes, dude. The weather's beating me up.
is no match for the Alberta cold.
I have no air now, so I can't go anywhere. The brakes are locked on. You know, I'm stuck.
So there's a blockage somewhere in the line, maybe some condensation.
Winter's challenging for everybody.
The air compressor's not building air, so we're at zero.
Everything becomes 2 to 3 times harder than it should be.
Unreal. It's getting pretty bleak.
Locked brakes in sub-zero temperatures
We've done everything we can do.
are the final straw.
We're in cold weather. The water pump's gone. I have no air. Well, I was lucky just to get to the side of the road. I gave it a valiant effort, but I waved the white flag.
Hey, what do you got for gear?
Jamie calls a local tow company.
Usually you're the person out helping people,
Heavy wreckers on it.
but in this case, I'm needing help.
Same fitting? Right on.
Perfect.
I'm happy that I'm not in the ditch or having any kind of worse problems.
But repairs to the wrecker will take days.
In the long haul business, 99% of the time we're on time and we get it there. But this is gonna take a while.
Tow truck picking up a tow truck. Oh, that sucks. This is wet pavement.
850 kilometers southwest.
That's an understatement.
in BC's Fraser Valley. An aggressive towing rotator heads to an unusual call.
It is raining.
With lead operator Chris Mervin.
We're gonna head over to Pit River.
We got a call from a company we do business with. He's got a sunk boat or something.
Assisting Merv tonight,
Definitely think we're gonna get wet.
Jaden Dick.
This is my first marine salvage job. Watch Merv do something like this is pretty interesting. He's got lots of experience.
Arriving at the banks of the Pit River,
Let's see what we got.
Merv and Jaden
It's an old wooden scow.
are met by the marine salvage crew,
The bow's floating.
prepping for tonight's unique recovery job.
We got the wooden scow about 80 feet offshore right now.
What are you pulling out? Yeah, boat.
The wooden scow was used for transport along the river, but abandoned for years. It became submerged. Leading the salvage operation,
So the thing's, I don't know, it's probably around 40 feet long.
Mad Props Marine's owner and manager, Jeremy Birch.
It's been a neglected site for years. Quite a few items have already been removed. This is basically the last item that's been left there.
We've got our 2 docks.
You're hoping to land it on that?
Yeah. Once you get it up and on, you're done, and then we'll wait till the flood tide and we'll get it out of here.
Try to just get it in one shot, get everything from the area.
Okay, grab one, Kai. Let's go.
To reach the wreck, Merv will need to extend his winch lines over 150 feet.
For the distance, we're trying to keep it as a single line just to try to get it closer to shore.
But rigging to the sunken wreck must be done by boat.
We're relying on Jeremy and his guys to hook up to something that's gonna put up with the amount of strain we're gonna put on it.
What's the latest on the coke?
On the Coquihalla, just north of Merritt,
Highway's closed northbound. Jeez.
a catastrophic collision between semis.
Looks like you rear-ended somebody.
En route, a reliable 35-ton.
It is slushy and icy and everything else.
Heavy operator Bob Potts is back in the saddle.
I love going out there and doing my recoveries. It feels great to get back to work.
But the highway
Actually, where we are right now, this is where someone rear-ended me.
is also a painful reminder of Bob's own crash.
What happened to me, I was in shock.
There's parts everywhere.
Weeks ago,
Wow.
Bob was rear-ended while hauling a wreck.
Glad you're okay, Bob.
Oh, me too.
Tonight,
I just hope where we're going, no one else is hurt.
Trauma is hard to shake, and each individual deals with these things differently.
following behind in a highway tractor,
Bob's a really interesting character.
Merritt Regional Manager Lane Perry.
I worked with him at a different tow company when I was younger. Ironic, I'm his boss now.
I'm quite pleased to see Bob back to work. Perfect time, because we definitely need him.
Arriving on scene,
Oh, wow.
Looks like truck is destroyed.
Lane and Bob take in the devastating rear ender.
Excuse my language, but it's friggin' rigged. Didn't look like a truck anymore.
I'm just blown away that the driver was able to get out of there.
They're just gonna move the trailer now.
As the other semi involved is removed.
We may be able to just yard it out.
I'm just trying to jump in and get this road opened.
Bob and Lane focus
Okay.
on the demolished tractor and its trailer.
We're gonna pull it out together.
Yeah, to the frame. Yeah, perfect. Just tell me when.
Tighten it up. Okay, see how it responds to tugging on it. It's moving.
Yeah, boy. I like it.
A little more.
Hang on, Bob.
The trailer is now on the road.
We could probably just take the one line of the snatch and move it over here.
We're gonna try and pull the front of the tractor up onto the road.
But rigging to the mangled cab comes with risk.
If you do a bad hookup, it could hurt you, could hurt somebody else.
We'll pull on mainly on the truck here anyway.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
I've been there, and I don't want to get Lane hurt or myself.
Now watch yourself with that cow.
Just wild.
Everything's just so brittle. It's definitely gonna be a challenge to get it up onto the road.
Wow. Holy.
.300 kilometers southwest on the Pitt River.
That's about all she's gonna go here, boys.
Team Aggressive's sunken scow
Okay, yeah, you moved it up pretty good.
is hung up.
Usually we just drag them to shore and then Bob's your uncle, but we were trying to land it on top of barges.
It is a little bit more resistance for us dragging it up and out of here.
Yeah, if we can force it under there, it might help pick a little.
Yeah. You betcha. Okay.
We are gonna have to re-rig so Bertha is going more to a lift than she is pull.
You know what? We'll cut a hole in the bottom.
Give it a helping hand.
With a new pull point, they'll re-rig to the underside to help lift the scow onto the docks.
Merv's gonna give her another go here.
And we're gonna keep trying to do what we can. Giving up's never really an option.
Oh, moving a bit.
Happy? Be careful of them lines.
With just single lines, we're operating with really low working load limits.
It's sinking pretty good, Merv.
Doing some landscaping.
Judging by the way Bertha's standing up on our side, we're obviously a little above that working load limit.
That's a lot of pressure.
Merv
I'm letting out on one, pulling on the other.
changes tactics.
We're trying to
Pop that corner up and over.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys got your
On the Pit River.
Oh.
A submerged scow.
I think the strap might go.
Refuses to resurface.
Broken. Pretty crazy saying it broken.
It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that.
Not something we tend to see.
You whacked the truck pretty good?
Decent cable bark in there.
Yeah,
Worthwhile.
We've come to the end of the maximum safe working load of this strap, and it sent everything back to Bertha.
Battle scuffs.
And we are struggling.
The team pauses
I just don't know why the SN's so heavy.
to reassess the recovery.
Oh, man. For making no headway and running into the night.
They make the decision.
Okay, well, why don't you let it go? Shut her down.
To call it a night.
In the interest of safety and brain cells, we'll shut her down and try it again.
For some reason, that thing just isn't acting the way they usually do.
But the crew will be back tomorrow.
We're definitely not walking away defeated. We just gotta enact another plan, and then we're gonna come back and give her our best again.
Five northbound post.
285 kilometers northeast.
There she goes.
On the Coquihalla.
Wow. Oh, hey.
A slip chain.
Did that break?
It let go on the bumper.
As Lane and Bob racing to clear the highway.
An accident as bad as this one, rigging is always tricky.
I'm just wrapped right around the frame now. All right, tighten it up, Bob.
With the hook reset.
See how we do.
They try again.
Hopefully it works.
The totaled tractor.
Right on.
Is finally back on the road.
Wow, there's nothing left of this thing, man. We got the truck out of the ditch, and now we have to separate it.
Given how structurally compromised this truck is, definitely makes things a little harder.
Okay, we'll try that. We have to make this safe to tow it down the highway. Because if something falls off, it could hurt somebody.
Okay, now boom up. Okay.
With the totaled unit removed. Lane backs in with his tractor to take away the trailer.
It's a lot of work for something to prep to going down the highway.
Good job, Larry.
As the team prepares to leave.
Off we go.
The image of the destroyed tractor weighs on everyone's mind.
When I got into the accident, I could have been crippled, never work again. I feel really lucky.
I'm just so happy that everybody gets to go home at the end of the day.
All cleaned up again. On to the next.
It's our whole teamwork together. And that's key.
So is the Coquihalla open yet? Yeah, it's all cleared up now. Little cloudy. Yeah, not bad.
next morning on the Pit River.
Oh, it's a beautiful day for victory.
Mad Props Marine Salvage.
All right, let's do this.
And Aggressive Towing are back.
We're gonna have to get squared up to it.
For round 2 with a stubborn scow.
We're just looking to get this thing pulled back to land now.
We've removed the docks from the area. It makes more sense to haul it up right where it's at.
So if we can get one chain in a loop around that end where the blue is.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot nicer working during the day. We can actually see what we're pulling on.
With the rotator positioned straight on for more leverage.
We're gonna put some snatch blocks in lines and some big old chains.
Merv can now double his pulling capacity.
Grab my remote, please.
See what we can move.
Hey, Merv, you want to start taking it in?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. It's moving. Oh, today is a good day.
Merv makes landfall.
Okay, let's back up a few feet here, guys.
But now on shore, pulling the 40-foot scow.
Come on.
Comes with new challenges.
The resistance we're running into more or less is just drag against the bank.
It's heavy-duty creosote lumber, built in the old days, so they build things real heavy-duty.
There we go.
But the rotator and the snatch blocks come through.
Looking way better.
Yeah.
It's crazy how deep it was.
Holy.
As the scow emerges from the river,
There's a lot of boat down there, buddy.
it's more than the team bargained for.
So it turned out to be 72 feet.
Hope for days.
But the bigger boat
That chain lets rip. That block's in perfect distance to take somebody's head off.
will test the limits of their rigging.
Pretty worried that something's gonna break or something's gonna snap.
Watch yourself, buddy. I don't want to buy you a new head.
Abort.
Hope for days.
On the Pit River,
Watch yourself, buddy. I don't want to buy you a new head.
aggressive shoreline haul out.
Abort.
Is suddenly sidelined.
Was it the chain?
Yeah.
You're obviously pulling pretty good when you can send a snatch block flying through the air.
Garbage.
Is that the tail end of it right there?
The entire wreck is now on shore.
It's a lot bigger than I thought.
But they've run out of room.
We really don't have too much of an area to put it.
So the team
They'll have to cut section off and make it lighter.
improvises using an excavator Jeremy brought on site.
Okay.
They'll work in sections to bring it up the bank.
We're winning.
All we can do is just keep pulling it up as far as we can.
Yeah, we'll stop her there to give him some room to work.
Yeah, you bet.
And then crush that section and re-rig and pull it back up some more. Work our way through it.
Here she comes.
As the last section of the scow makes its way,
Snap her right off.
the two-day mystery
It's an old piling.
breaches the surface.
That's it.
This is what was holding us up last night.
pilings are used for mooring tie-ups, for scows and log booms.
Surprise!
Designed to be immovable. The piling ultimately buckled against Merv's 50-ton rotator.
And just the fact that we managed to exert enough force to shear that piling off and still drag that barge to shore is it's a pretty amazing feat.
We got all kinds of surprises down here.
The scow fully on dry land. Aggressive's job is done.
It's great, always is, and until the next one.
Buddy, thank you.
There's no such thing as can't working with Merv. He doesn't give up easy, so we got a lot in common that way.
You're the go-to guy.
We've won this one, off to the next one.
Bertha definitely has a couple war rooms from this job, but in the end, I think it's still a win-win.
Nice work.
850 kilometers northeast.
Watch out for black ice here.
In Hinton, Alberta.
Thank you very much, Jan. Thanks for looking after us.
Yeah, you bet.
See you later, and thank you.
Jamie's long haul.
I'm picking up the truck from the breakdown.
Is back on track.
We got the 50-ton fixed up. I'm happy to be back doing business again and getting things on the go.
Feels good to get back in her again.
Jamie Davis, don't call.
Three hours down the road.
Spooky, really spooky.
Jamie approaches a familiar stretch of highway.
We're just coming along the area where I hit the black ice and wrecked the rotator last year. That's where it happened, right there.
It was a sheet of ice.
1 year ago, Jamie's LA rotator crashed on this same stretch of highway.
Holy, cab's blown right off the back end. Really disappointing and just a bad day for me.
Oh, that sucks.
Pulled over to collect himself, Jamie makes a phone call.
Hello?
Hey? You'll never believe where I just drove by.
You know where I crashed the rotator? Oh.
It just gives me butterflies every time I go by there.
More goes on up there than you really think after you have a crash. And it takes a long time to get over it.
Got out of bed this morning early and I'm driving early again, you know, when the black ice is still on the road, and I'm thinking, oh no.
Sherry and I talk about things that aren't going right or problems. We rely on each other when things are bad. And, you know, that's important.
I'm glad that at least you got to drive by it and not go back in there.
Yeah.
On the tough days, we just talk about things and try and get through it.
Nice to hear your voice.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day. Bye.
Back on the road, Jamie heads for home.
It's hard to put the crash behind me. Yes, it's fading, but I don't know if I'm gonna ever get over that.
It scares me, I'll tell you that. It really does.
How's that road looking behind you there?
In eastern BC,
She's slippery.
on the doorstep of the Rocky Mountains, a Jamie Davis towing 12-ton heads to a back road job.
I don't know really what we're going into here.
With operator AJ Case.
That's kind of why I overpacked on my chains.
Really cold overnight, but where we're going today is going to be pretty dang icy.
A truck hauling firewood, sidelined on a delivery.
We're kind of in a remote area. If you don't get firewood delivered, you're not going to have heat.
Oh.
Also on scene,
So yeah, they got up that far and then started sliding down and spinning and probably panicked a little.
the truck's owner.
How much firewood you got in?
1,300 pounds.
This thing looks really good. Like, there's no damage whatsoever.
But with little room on the narrow road.
Snatch block through that tree to the front and pull and anchor the back.
AJ turns to his surroundings.
I'm anchoring and redirecting off of the tree.
That should be good.
I'm gonna go across the way to a tree with a snatch block coming back towards the front of the truck. And I'm gonna run my passenger side line directly across down to the rear of that truck. And basically slingshot it right out of the ditch.
There we go.
Using a handheld remote,
I just hope we don't pull that tree out of the ground.
AJ must coordinate both of his winch lines for the 10,000-pound pull.
There's a lot on the line. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing.
Things can take a turn really damn quick.
My main goal is to get it out of here without doing any further damage. I'm watching the customer's truck to make sure it's not binding on anything.
There we go.
Finally.
Perfect.
The firewood truck is back on track.
And he's coming right out, which is really good news.
And on its way to its next delivery.
Recovery went really well. There was no damage done to the customer's vehicle. And getting this load of firewood out of the ditch and to the customer is pretty ideal so that people can stay warm.
Be safe, man. We'll catch you another day. Beautiful sunny day.
To the southeast, in Hope, BC.
Oh, it's nice to be getting in here, you know.
After 1,000 kilometers and delayed for days.
It'll be good to be in my own bed tonight and relaxed.
Jamie and his 50-ton are finally back to base.
It's really nice to get the truck back. Nice to be back home.
Hey.
Nice to see you.
I made it.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that he made it home.
Give me another one.
Okay.
You know, everyone's safe.
Well, come and have a seat by the fire and relax. I need to just sit and zone out for a while.
After the accident, it's taken more than a year to shake it and get your game on again, get your nerves back. Yesterday was a bad day. Tomorrow's a new day.
I'll sleep good now. I'm home.
Yay.
Anybody tell me how the number 3 eastbound is tonight?
As night falls on the Crow's Nest Highway,
Who knows? Anything can happen.
a Jamie Davis towing special envoy heads out
We're on the way to Highway 3.
with AJ on a final mission for the day.
We're well below 0 degrees tonight.
But tonight's job
I think we're coming up on him pretty quick here.
will be a step in a different direction.
Pedestrian walking on the southbound side.
Is there an accident or something?
On Highway 3,
Nope.
AJ hones in on his target.
Are my eyes deceiving me?
A veteran on a special mission.
How you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Oh, getting cold, but I'm still kicking. What's the story here?
Pedestrian walking on the southbound side.
For weeks, Marcus Jefferson
I started at Tuk Tuk Tuk.
has been on a march across Canada to raise awareness for mental health.
I was serving in the military. That's where I found endurance sport. Alleviates my mental stress, and I just want to share that with the world through physical activity. Long ways to go. 22,000 more.
Tonight, AJ's keeping him company.
One of the things I really respect about what you're doing is, as a tow truck driver and being sometimes you're first on the scene to an accident, we see some pretty gruesome stuff, and it's okay to talk about it, right?
With first responders, you guys, anybody that's seen anything traumatic in their life, a lot of people don't want to open up about it. It's a stigma. And I just want people to know that they can get over their traumatic events. Talking about it's the only way to get through to that, real experiences and connecting with people.
If you can share your stories with somebody that's experienced something similar, that's helped me a lot. I'm glad I had the pleasure of coming down to talk to you.
Pleasure's all mine, brother.
Before saying goodbye, AJ leaves a parting gift.
You know what? I've got more of these at home, so I'll give you this one.
Oh, man. Right on, brother.
I feel better knowing that he's going to be seen.
Man, I appreciate this. This is going to go a long ways, bro. Yeah, man.
You have a good one, buddy. I honestly do wish him the best, and that this does raise awareness.
Not bad at all. It's pretty clear.
The next day, in the Fraser Valley, Jamie pays a visit.
Looking real good.
To his prized LA Rotator.
The Rotator's, had its repairs done, and it's ready now to go to the body shop.
Sounds really good.
When I see the rebuilding of the Rotator, it's kind of the brightness or the sunshine in my day.
Loading it onto a tilting trailer.
There?
That's it?
Jamie is sending it off for its next stage of repairs.
It looks like hell to most people right now, but I can see it be all beautiful and back together again, and I just can't wait.
It's made me realize that, yes, there's bad days, but there's also good days. Don't lose any sleep over your bad days, because the good ones are just around the corner.
Hey, oh, there's Jamie Davis. Another lovely day in BC.
Next time on Highway Through Hell.
Be ready for it to shift.
Mangled metal.
Cab's gonna fall off.
Reliable makes the cut.
Oh!
Give it a little tug and see what happens.
A sideways semi.
Oh!
As Otto.
That sucks.
Over the edge.
Coming down.
Oh, there's a car right there.
And training day.
Watch yourself when you get to the end.
With the twins.
No, you're gonna go in the ditch.
This time, on Highway Through Hell.
Oh, it's a big city.
Shipwrecked.
That is going to be a problem.
A rocky recovery. Whoa! Down in the ditch.
Holy, that's a deep drop, man.
With Team Reliable. And Otto.
Want to build a house?
Wrestles with a mess of lumber.
Stop.
that.
In the city of Vancouver,
What are you pulling out?
a stranded boat in False Creek
It doesn't even really look like it's underwater.
has Team Aggressive in uncharted waters.
The shoreline's definitely not very friendly for pulling a fiberglass boat along.
Herb, you bearded beauty.
What's going on, bud?
Heading up the mission,
Just another day in paradise.
Mad Props Marines owner and manager, Jeremy Birch.
During a king tide, blew it into the rocks, it got hung up.
Is there a big hole in the other side, or did it just run aground and then?
I think it just dragged anchor and ended up here.
With the boat stranded and the tide going out.
We've got the 3-foot tide at 9 o'clock tonight.
Going down?
Yeah.
There's a window of opportunity to move the vessel.
We know it's gonna sink. It's got holes in it, so we just need to relocate it to patch it up for the following flood tide.
You got one line on that bow right now?
It's not us.
Several attempts were made to right it.
The owners tried to save it, so.
That's their stuff? Yeah. That's not you? I was worried about you for a second.
Well, come on now. I was like, let's go.
Earlier this year,
Let's move in.
Merv and Jeremy teamed up
Oh, today is a good day.
to wrestle a sunk 72-foot scow
There's a lot of boat down there, buddy.
out of the Pitt River.
How come surprised at high tide this thing don't float?
Today, it's a different kettle of fish.
The way it's sitting when it floods, it just gets swamped. Let's just tie it off and have it hold here, and then you pull the bottom out.
We just need to yank it off the rock pile, float it, and remove it from the site.
I'll go get spun around, then we'll try from there.
Luckily, right now we're working with outgoing tide. Water lines are receding. We are trying to get it into a little beachy area here.
Working at low tide
So you guys are going through the windows?
will give the team an advantage.
Yeah.
4 hours from now, this thing will be high and dry. We know that we're gonna have full exposure on the ebb tide.
Okay, we're gonna just tie that. That one's gonna stay secured to the rock.
With the strap around the cabin secured to a boulder, they'll run a line from the rotator to the rudder, righting it from underneath so they can patch it, then float it away in high tide.
That is a long ways, buddy.
But reaching the wreck,
That's a lot of danger.
120 feet from his rotator,
Keep them right here for now.
is the least of Merv's problems.
I don't want cables running across.
His line must cross an iconic Vancouver pathway.
One innocent bystander tripping over it is all I need.
Popular with pedestrians and cyclists, Vancouver Seawall is a bustling 28-kilometer route in the coastal city.
The area we're dealing with, it's a little pathway. People to walk along and just enjoy the views.
Excuse me. Just hold on here.
But tonight,
Back behind the cones, please, thanks.
Seawall traffic is stopped,
Try to get it right out to that knot by the edge there. Okay.
and Rob walks out the rotator's line.
We're just trying to use a lot of up on the boom, almost max. That way at least we can get some good lift and try to get it off these rocks.
Good to go.
Good to go.
When you have a ton of cable out,
Okay, let's do this.
it definitely makes trying to guide it with the boom a little bit harder.
That's gonna weigh a lot. Careful. Heads up. Whoa. Ah.
A little bit of snow rain mix here.
130 kilometers east,
Roads are pretty thick.
on Highway 1,
Wet and slushy there.
slippery conditions. Put a jackknife semi in the ditch. An hour away.
Oh yeah, completely different atmosphere here.
Heading to the scene.
Heavy wreckers on it already.
A 50-ton tri-drive heavy metal.
We're going to Highway 1.
And Reliable Towing's lead operator, Andy Cullen.
Truck is in the ditch pretty deep. Today we're headed up to Hurling Island exit.
Not far behind.
Let's go.
In a second 50-ton dubbed Hornet.
There's a jackknife tractor trailer.
Recent hires, Evan Party.
I like getting down in the ditch, getting dirty. Always willing to go help anybody out.
Don't know anything until you actually get on scene, right?
100%, buddy.
And Jace Summers.
I love towing.
You know how it is.
Jace came from the same company that Evan came from. They've been a really welcome addition to our team.
Heavy rain.
In the Fraser Valley.
It's just getting worse and worse.
On Highway 1.
Keep pulling. That's a lot of pressure on your boom. Oh.
It's a close call.
Oh.
On Reliable's jackknife semi.
You all right?
Yeah.
Andy's line just broke, so we need to reassess the situation.
Chain broke, I think.
We need to figure out why the line broke, and then re-rig and pull.
The plate might have broke too, though.
Luckily, nobody got hurt. Hopefully, everybody learns from this and we move on. It's part of the job. Our issue is it's too dug in. We're changing this.
So what do you want to do?
We're gonna pull the back of the trailer around, then pull it out facing that way.
Makes sense. Take your cables off.
I'm gonna hook onto the back of the trailer and pull it around to unjackknife it.
Andy's new plan is for Heavy Metal to swing the trailer around.
Evan, grab a chain and head down there. Grab the front of the truck.
And then we're gonna get the tractor up too.
And with Hornet on the tractor.
Are you hooked up?
Yeah.
Straighten it back to front.
Sometimes it's handy to pull them out together.
All right, boys.
See what it does.
It's moving it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, perfect.
I can definitely feel the tension in my truck and my cables pulling on it.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. There you go. Keep going. Keep on it. Good. Stop for a sec. What I want to do is put another line on the fifth wheel plate. Jace, grab his chain. We're almost there. We just got to put another chain on the fifth wheel here.
A quick re-rig.
Should be good there.
Gives Evan a second line on the tractor for more control.
I'm pretty confident this will work.
Okay.
Keep going. There it comes.
I'm listening for what my truck's doing.
Good. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
I'm watching my cables.
Come on, baby.
Looking over the edge, making sure the truck's staying together.
As the semi is almost straightened out.
Hold on.
The trailer starts to tilt.
What are they doing?
An hour and 40 minutes west.
Fishing.
In Vancouver's False Creek.
Oh, there goes mine.
Aggressive's marooned boat
It let go right at his knot. It's sheared right there.
is hung up.
It broke at your knot.
Got quite a bit of resistance. It's against two boulders, so.
Didn't move at all, eh?
No.
It is an old fiberglass boat. Trying to find anything that's strong enough to hook up to is challenging for sure.
If we put a block on the strap, get you to do the same thing, but we'll just try to right it a bit.
But with the tide falling, they're running out of time.
We're just gonna get it into a position where we can do the repairs we need to do.
With the rotator's line redirected off a boulder to the strap around the cabin, they'll pull it upright and get it patched in time for high tide.
Untie the blue line there. Ooh, yeah. That goes through the block.
You got it, okay. All the way back to my hook.
Yeah, let's just utilize everything we have here.
There's always more than just one way to do it. You keep trying until you get it.
Come over here with it. Okay, we are rigged. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. He's heavy. 19,000 right now.
We're trying to stay underneath safe working load limits.
Well, we're getting up to 30.
The boat
Are we moving it at all?
is refusing to budge.
38.
And the strain on the cabin
We're hitting 40s now. Ooh.
proves
Holy.
too much.
No bueno.
It's raining pretty hard.
On Highway 1,
I thought that was going.
Reliable's jackknifed semi
I definitely thought it was too.
teeters on the edge.
Andy, let's put a low line. Pull it back.
The rear wheels of the trailer, so we're just getting it to hold to secure it, to prevent it from going back down into the embankment.
Okay.
The trailer now level
Evan,
and on the road. All eyes
you got her, buddy. Let's go.
are on the tractor.
You just sliding everything over, yeah? Nice.
2 hours after they arrived,
Hey, she's up. She's out.
the semi is back on solid ground.
She's open.
The damaged tractor
Perfect.
is released. And with a new tractor,
And it'll be open soon.
the customer can finish their delivery.
The ultimate goal is to make sure our customers are serviced and people are happy in the end.
That was a good job.
It's another win
That was a good job, boys.
Let's go home.
Let's go home and go to bed.
for Team Reliable.
I gotta dump all the water out of my boots.
We're soaked. We're just happy to be done.
Get out of this awful weather, go home, have a nice cup of hot chocolate.
Heavy now.
Back in Vancouver, Mad Props and Team Aggressive's shipwreck recovery is starting to fall apart.
Yeah, I'll stop.
We're just trying to pull the vessel off and do minimal damage.
With the tide falling, Jeremy and Merv
Take your strap you got on it, the cabin,
And go around the bow.
go around the bow, come around the nose.
change their tactics.
It's best just to rethink, regroup, and set something else in motion.
Go. The tide has dropped enough. Gonna make sense to just skid it out by the bow and pull it over to that side of the shore.
We gotta get the end of the strap up.
Quick and dirty, hook it up. Yank it off the rocks, pull it in.
Don't go in the water.
We gotta actually get some force on it to pull it off the rocks.
Hold it there.
With the rotator's lines doubled up, they'll hook to a strap on the front of the boat and pull it to shore.
Hey, whoa, Mark, bring it out.
skimming it.
The boat is finally free from the rocks.
A little more, Merv. Yeah.
But now,
she's going down right now.
It's taking on water.
Have a listen how fast it's coming in.
Oh, yeah. It's pouring in. Yeah, she's underwater.
She's sunk down all right. There's apparently a boat there.
On the shores of False Creek,
It's underwater.
a shipwreck.
It's got a huge tear in it, so she's going down.
As the team of Aggressive Towing and Mad Props Marine sunk.
It's taking on water. I mean, it's sinking. Quite literally, it's sinking in the water.
Yeah, that changes things a little bit.
We definitely got to work in order to get it up onto shore.
See, all we need is a bit more access.
Yeah, a little bit more.
And then we can patch it.
But with the tide due to rise over 13 feet in a matter of hours.
Well, I can let off.
Repairs must wait until they can get it to higher ground.
Yeah, let off and I'll run a strap.
We're just gonna get it into a position where we can do the repairs we need to do.
But now, the seawall between Merv's Rotator
I cannot believe the foot traffic here, man.
and the boat
It's almost worse than working on the highway.
hits the evening rush hour.
We're turning it into a bit of a danger here.
Every time we have to stop people, then we end up with big crowds of people watching what we're doing. So it is a little bit hazardous at the same time.
Okay, let's back her in there. You guys stop everybody.
Merv repositions closer to shore.
It's safer and it just keeps things moving.
Okay.
With the tide
Oh, fun part.
now at its lowest point.
Ready? Yep. It's turning.
A final tug.
Okay, whoa.
And the boat clears the water.
Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful thing.
Up close,
Look at this.
Jeremy sees the extensive damage.
Just blown apart.
We'll get it patched, get it floating, and get it out of here.
But for now,
Thanks, Merv. Yeah, buddy. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
Merv's job is done.
Just another day at the zoo.
Another fine job in collaboration with Team Aggressive.
A for effort here.
Stuff's always changing. Keeps your mind busy, keeps you busy, and I find that fun.
It's clear sailing. Being there, it froze over.
Yeah, it's windy and cold out there, eh?
The next day,
Arctic winds coming down.
the mercury is tumbling.
BC is in a deep freeze with dozens of cold weather records shattered.
Environment Canada is calling it an entrenched Arctic air mass. Calls for frostbite and hypothermia have been soaring across the province as temperatures plunge.
Oh, that's too cold.
On Highway 5, east of Hope,
Try and keep warm.
the deep freeze is catching drivers off guard.
Yeah, she's a little nippy out. Jamie Davis truck.
Mighty Mo heads to an urgent call for help.
Winter's definitely here now.
With Jamie Davis operator Mitch Mahood.
We've got to go up the rock cut today, just outside of Hope, and grab a tri-drive fuel truck.
We want to try and get there as quickly as we can. Make sure the driver's okay.
There's work to do.
Mitch has racked up tens of thousands of kilometers
So, get it done.
as a long-haul driver for Jamie.
Where's that thing going to? He's doing New Mexico, Denver, Colorado. He's going everywhere. Is the front axle out of this thing?
No, it's intact.
You're always learning something new, so I don't ever find it boring, that's for sure.
Thanks, eh?
Yeah.
Today, he's running Jamie's 40-ton vintage homes
His fuel froze on the way down from Merritt.
to rescue
Yeah, there he is.
a casualty of the extreme cold.
In these temperatures, a frozen truck ain't gonna start.
It's like minus 20 to 25. Running highway speed, you're gonna be minus 35, 40.
The Arctic blast
Morning, boss.
has frozen the truck's engine lines.
It's definitely the right temperature to be freezing fuel.
I can pick you up right from here. Are you able to drop your air for me? Okay, appreciate that. I had him drop his air, so I'll crawl under there and chain the axle to the frame, so when I pick it up, it gives me more clearance between the ground and the truck.
Sub-zero temperatures aren't just hard on machinery.
If you wanna hop up to stay warm, you can hop in my truck if you like.
You don't want to get frostbite.
They're punishing on the body.
Oh, I can't feel my hands. They're frozen already. Oh, it's cold. I can't feel my fingers, my nose, my toes.
They're freezing to death there.
Mitch lines up Mighty Mo to hook on.
Oh, burr. Okay. Just a little frozen. The wheel lift is still kind of frozen.
But the cold
Come on.
is now getting to the vintage iron.
I'm trying to lift the back of this tanker truck.
Really? Come on, you old girl.
I'm realizing that a lot of the hydraulic fluid isn't fully defrosted.
Hopefully, Mighty Mo has enough strength to pick this up. Yeah, it's being stubborn. You actually gonna do this to me today? No.
Minus 21 with that wind.
Just east of Hope,
Come on, you old girl.
a deep freeze
Here we go.
is slowing down
Oh!
Mighty Mo's hydraulics.
I'm going to have to raise the RPMs on the truck, move the fluid around faster. And I'm hoping that it builds up enough pressure to get it high enough off the ground so I can actually tow it.
Mitch's plan
There we go.
works.
That's as high as we're gonna get it. But it's off the ground. Not too bad at all.
The fuel truck is secured.
All right.
But the 10-kilometer tow to town
Well, it's gonna be interesting.
Take it easy there.
in flash freeze conditions
That Jimmy Davis truck on his way up the hill.
is white-knuckle driving.
A little lazy here and there.
Drifting a bit here at the front end.
We're in the thick of it now. If we hit black ice,
All right.
definitely be a not good situation.
I'm finding lots of black ice, so keep your eyes open.
Oh, she is heavy. Don't have the greatest traction for steering right now. Oh, Betsy.
When you're calling that kind of weight behind a tandem wrecker, you really have to know what you're doing.
Mitch's experience as a long-haul driver
Lots of sand and gravel. This is a good sign.
Pays off.
We're getting into the bare pavement. Yeah, there we go.
Mitch will get it done. Every time. He's a guy I can count on.
Mitch delivers the tanker to a mechanic shop in Hope.
Successful mission.
To thaw out.
That's why we're here, is to help people get home.
I love helping people. It's kind of like paying it forward. Down the road, you end up getting it back when you least expect it.
She's on the road.
Good job there, guys. Get her, scatter, let's get her.
510 kilometers northeast.
I tried tooting my air horn, but it's frozen.
The Arctic cold snap
It's minus 20.
has also hit Quesnel, BC. A 50-ton heavy wrecker
It's the coldest we've had this winter.
leaves the auto yard
We're just not used to that temperature quite yet.
with owner and operator Rob Barber heading out for a job on Highway 97.
It snowed last night, so the road's a little bit more treacherous to drive on.
We're going north of Quesnel. There's a lumber truck that rolled over on the highway.
Surrounded by forests.
Quesnel is driven by lumber.
Timber is a crucial resource in this region.
Keeps all of our people working.
There's the lumber truck. Unbelievable. Wood went up the bank, like it's up in the tree line.
It's kind of in a bad corner.
Huh.
So we'll have to see this truck out as quick as we can.
Wonder if that trailer uncoupled and was banging around and maybe it caused them to go off-road.
The back trailer has completely been tore off the truck.
Arriving to assist in their 25-ton.
Ready to go.
Rob's nephew and auto operator, Kyle Langlois.
Oh, yeah.
When we get called to these lumber wrecks, they get challenging because they're a mess.
Howdy. Want to build a house?
It's turning kind of cold,
Not much fun. Lumber trucks suck.
and the longer we let it sit here, the more it'll freeze in.
It's a big job to restack all that.
Great game of pickup. What's the weather like?
20 minutes outside Quesnel.
Really freaking cold.
On Highway 97,
We should be able to jump in and just kind of move the truck forward and then just flop it on its feet.
Otto's uncle and nephew team face down a tangled wreck.
There's so many different scenarios with lumber, and it just turns into a real big mess.
Want me to grab the shaft right now while it's up like that?
Yeah, if you want to pull the shaft out of it.
Okay. Might as well grab it while it's upright like this, rather than laying on the ground.
Kyle has been working with Rob since he was 15.
Grab a couple chains and get ready.
It's family, it's reliable, and you try to train him so that he can maybe take it from me and do his own thing.
Uncle, he's got plenty of strengths. He's been doing this since he was very young.
Wrap it right around there.
The knowledge that he has coming from my grandfather to him is incredible. Working with my uncle is more of a privilege because I get to learn more.
Hook on somewhere on that trailer so we can pull it forward.
They focus on the tractor and front trailer of the busted B train.
You gotta watch that you don't destroy the truck to get it out from underneath all the lumber. So we'll just try to drag the truck sideways, away from the wood.
With Rob's 50-ton on the tractor.
Back up and give myself an angle.
Angle, yeah.
Kyle will use the 25-ton.
Good.
On the trailer.
Yeah, you go ahead. Okay.
What's happening? Single lane.
With one live lane for alternating traffic.
They don't want us to close down because we're on a notorious bad corner.
Team Auto.
Where the excitement starts.
Gets to work.
Are you following?
Yeah.
No trucks are working hard.
Back one, Kyle. More back. Yeah.
But as the 35,000-pound rig rolls over,
Busted up pretty good.
it reveals a badly damaged tractor.
Ooh, the dip in that sleeper. Can you suck that right over?
The truck seems to be a kind of a total loss.
It's coming.
Stop the front.
We'll get the truck and lead trailer the rest of the way up on the road. We'll get it disconnected, and then we'll go up and grab the pup after that.
Detach the trailer.
Disconnects them. Separated nice.
Rob winches the pup trailer out of the woodpile.
Pull ahead a little bit.
And onto the flat.
Good.
Now the end
Once this is done, I'll be able to warm up.
is in sight.
With any luck, the brakes release. We're hoping that everything isn't frozen and the lines will take air and the brakes will come off. Oh boy.
But they're not coming out of the cold
Not good.
just yet.
Caused me grief.
Once it freezes in, it's just hard to get the wheels to turn again.
The one on this side is grabbing a little bit. That blows.
What's the holdup?
In BC's northern interior,
A lumber truck. What a mess.
Rob wants to roll out,
With any luck, the brakes release.
but the trailer's wheels aren't rolling.
I'm struggling quite a bit to get the brakes to release.
Rob decides it's time for brute force.
The brakes are frozen, so we're gonna try to beat on the drums so that the wheels will roll.
I hear a sledgehammer, and I can already tell Uncle's having a hell of a time with this.
Okay. They're all working out.
I'm going to try to take the two trailers to a closer yard to save time.
Okay, I'll be back. Hopefully.
With dusk approaching
Getting colder.
and temperatures falling,
I'll get it chained up and ready to go.
Kyle works fast to secure the tractor.
It'll be going back to our yard. It's not driving out of here.
Okay, I think she's building there.
Rob returns
It'll probably be frozen like the other one.
for the front trailer
I just didn't want to have to do this.
and a final bash on the drums.
When you're hitting those brakes with a sledgehammer, that jolt goes back into your body.
It moved when I did that one break.
I didn't think they'd be as hard as they were to get them to release.
So I got big hope.
I could finally get the wheels to turn.
These things don't like to roll when they get frozen.
Kyle works to free one of the tractor brakes.
Okay.
We're leaving the lumber here. Secondary person is going to show up today and clean it all up for us.
Uncle and nephew are ready to roll.
Always happy to be going in the tail light direction. My tail lights are going towards town.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Glad that it's over with. Heading for home now.
She's cleared up now. Fantastic, glad to hear it.
After hours.
All right, kiddo, you want to clean my truck?
At the auto yard.
Do you want me to open the hood and show you how to get to the outside?
Okay.
Kyle's 13-year-old daughter, Summer, helps him out with the family business.
You ready for the climb?
Yep.
Put a foot up there.
This?
Yep.
Just like he did when he was a teenager.
Step up on the wheel. You can put a foot on the frame or right here.
I've taken Summer on a couple calls with me just to show her what it's like.
I don't know why I wouldn't have custom coveralls. My daughter's a little more special than I am, I guess, for her grandmother.
Yep.
She smiles a lot about it, so I'm hoping that that's a good sign that she likes it.
What do you think, kiddo? You gonna join us one day in the tow trucks?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe?
I think women that are wanting to come into towing is a great idea, and I would say go for it.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't mind getting my hands all greasy.
A small family business where you can read each other, you know what each other's like.
Hold on.
Let's go see.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
And you look forward to it.
Good job, kiddo.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
That's crazy, eh?
A snowbound semi.
Watch your back.
Whoa. Puts Jamie.
Give it a little lift.
In the danger zone.
The back end is sliding.
An unexpected call.
Is he okay?
Hits close to home.
It's bad shape.
And Carrie races.
Watch out for the semis.
To make it home for the holidays. This time on Highway Thru Hell.
Be ready for it to shift.
Mangled metal.
Cab's gonna fall off.
Reliable makes the cut.
Oh! Give it a little tug and see what happens.
A sideways semi.
Oh!
Has autos.
That sucks.
Over the edge.
Coming down.
Oh, there's a car right there.
And training day.
Watch yourself when you get to the end.
With the twins.
No, you're gonna go in the ditch.
Any idea what the road's like up ahead? Pretty slick around here. Yeah, it's back there.
In the shadow of the Rocky Mountains, on the Trans-Canada Highway.
Just watch the corners, keep the speed down.
Slippery conditions have truckers on edge.
What's going on up ahead of me here?
600 kilometers from home base. A 50-ton wrecker.
All I know is it's jackknifed off the side of the highway.
And Reliable Towing's lead operator, Andy Cullum.
We do not know how heavy the load is. Tonight we're in Golden helping the crew up here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
My first time doing recovery work up in Golden. Looks like it was a bit of a ride. This truck went in here pretty hard. My cab looks pretty ripped off.
Yeah, it's only hanging on by a couple wires.
Already on scene.
Oh, fun.
Jason Rolls, lead operator for Ben's Towing.
Driver walk away?
Yep.
The local outpost for Reliable in the Golden area.
That's pretty good.
On the Trans-Canada Highway.
I love it when I get sparks flying.
Andy and Ben's Towing.
Adds that special effect.
Muscle a jackknifed semi.
Normally you can just pull the trailer around and straighten it out. This one, it's pretty messed up. We're good.
Back onto the road.
Just having a look at what's holding this cab.
But the mangled tractor will need roadside surgery.
Really a bar there and some wires holding it on. Breaking out the chop saw. Too far gone. We're gonna get what's left of the cab out of the way. Chop, chop. So that we can straighten everything out. Who wants to choppy chop?
I'll do it.
Ben's Towing rookie swamper Daniel Paquette steps up.
Right now I'm looking for the best place to place myself because once the cab goes over, the whole frame might shift, knocking me unbalanced with the saw.
Careful with this one.
Barely hanging on, it's just a weird angle and I want to be able to see what I'm doing here.
Don't get crushed by it. Whoa.
Ah.
Coming down pretty heavy up here.
780 kilometers northwest.
The roads are wide, everything.
On busy Highway 97.
It's moving, it's just slow.
A snowstorm is slamming drivers.
An accident up there or something? Trailer's in the ditch.
En route, an Auto 50-ton wrecker.
This can be a bad hill.
And owner-operator
it leans out.
Rob Barber.
We got a pretty good dump of snow, and it really iced up.
Down to one lane, so you can imagine the mess.
The tractor stayed on the road, and the trailer fell off the road, so it's blocking the northbound lane.
Already on scene with the 25-ton.
Hey, Kyle.
Rob's nephew, Kyle Langlois.
We're working on a really narrow section of the highway, and it's up and down in the ditch.
It's about 30,000 pounds up at the front of the trailer, about 25,000 pounds at the back.
He's sideways, fully loaded, on a steep embankment. There's not a simple pulling this truck up back onto the road.
There's so much traffic.
To keep traffic flowing.
Single alternating traffic.
On this crucial route to the north.
Just try to wrap right around the axles right here and pull it up the bank.
They'll pull with just the 50-ton.
We'll get set up.
We use the one truck so we don't block the road any longer than we have to.
Right between the bogies.
Okay.
Just run that snatch block down there. We'll double up the strength on my line. Just makes it way stronger.
If I get my truck in the right spot,
You bet.
the trailer will swing and come up right behind me, I hope.
Give it a little tug and see what happens.
Hey.
Let's hope it moves.
But the sharp angle of pull
It's gonna lean more.
Go up.
is working against them.
Oh,
As I pull it up the bank,
coming up there.
it starts to lean over more and more.
Yep. Lots of weight. Just can't pull very hard on it.
There's a real good chance of him rolling. He's on a teetering point.
Oh.
That sucks.
You able to get through there, or is the traffic held up?
Near the golden brake check,
Lane closure in effect.
a torn tractor has Team Reliable feeling the pressure.
Oh, no.
Airlines and everything's getting pulled apart. And out comes the air.
Look at that. Nice and clean. I love my side puller.
We got the cab off. We got the flat deck here. And to load it up and get it out of the way.
Yeah. Go, go, go.
It's Andy's first recovery in the area.
Haven't worked with those golden guys as much. So everybody's interested to see the way that everybody else does things.
Okay, yeah.
So far, so good.
Good.
There you go.
The cab is hauled away, but the jackknifed chassis still remains.
Is it compromised?
I don't know.
With a stuck kingpin.
Gonna pull the front of the tractor up so that we can get the pressure off the pin.
Still hooked to the front wheel rim.
Okay, we're gonna start pulling. Look out. Ready?
Andy winches the tractor.
Yeah, watch out.
In line with the trailer.
Okay.
But straightening out the semi
What is going on there?
reveals a new problem.
The landing gear on that side.
Oh, my goodness.
So that landing leg is gone. Well, I don't like that at all.
Before they can separate the unit,
How can we brace this trailer?
they need to shore up the broken landing gear.
You have any timbers?
Timbers? Yeah.
If we separate the tractor and don't pay attention to this landing gear, we could have the trailer roll over.
Shoring is for the broken landing gear.
Using 4x6 timber blocks,
Okay, where's that other?
they cobbled together a makeshift leg
Flat down? Yeah.
for the 45,000-pound trailer.
And we're gonna build a brace under the side where the missing landing gear is.
With the extra support in place,
Okay.
the kingpin finally releases.
We should be good to try.
It's now all up to Andy to pull the tractor out from under the trailer.
We got a lot riding on this pile of wood.
Everybody clear?
Hopefully this all holds together.
Yep.
I'm gonna hope that the trailer doesn't fall over.
It's just single lane in there.
On Highway 97,
There's accident ahead of you.
25 minutes north of Quesnel,
That sucks.
a chain takes a bite out of Otto's teetering trailer.
We pulled a little bit harder than I'd hoped, and it broke a little chunk of the bottom of the skirt of the trailer.
Thick part on the bottom?
Protective angle iron
Yeah.
will prevent further damage.
It disperses the weight more evenly across a bigger area.
And to stabilize the trailer,
Come in on this kind of angle right here.
Yeah.
And go around to the far corner. Try to get a high lift on it.
Rob deploys Kyle's heavy.
We're going to use Kyle and the 25-ton just to ensure the trailer won't fall over.
But to add a second wrecker,
hey,
they have to shut down the crucial highway.
We could strap over top of the roof. It'll just give a little bit of security on.
We're gonna throw a strap over top. I'm gonna rig it to my 25-ton.
I don't know how far that strap went.
No.
And then that way I can help keep that trailer upright while Rob pulls it onto the road.
Give her a tug, pull it.
With a strap from the 25-ton wrapped around the trailer and the 50-ton rigged to the rear axle, they'll coax the wreck back onto the road.
I'll try to go nice and easy.
Yep.
When we're working side by side, we've been doing it for enough years. We know how to read each other.
Not too much.
If you don't coordinate,
it's gonna skip, Kyle.
Catastrophic failure could happen.
But as the loaded trailer inches towards the road,
I'm maxed out.
it puts Rob in a tight spot.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Now Rob must reposition his 50-ton.
Is there any way my truck can hold it with the boom up like that?
If Kyle can handle the weight.
I would say. Well, I'm gonna try to release it now and see if it'll cave in the side of the trailer in.
I'll release my lines, and then I'll move forward.
Get everybody waiting.
So right now, my line's the only thing holding that trailer.
Just stay right there.
So this is a real gingerly time for us.
Should have stayed home today. Anybody know how the 97's looking?
North of Quesnel,
It's closed.
Kyle's 25-ton holds a loaded trailer while Rob repositions his 50-ton.
When you get something that long on a two-way highway, you don't have much room to work with.
And the way that we got them positioned right now is the best angles that we can get at it with having no room on the highway.
You want me to boom up or just see if it'll pull?
But for the final pull,
No, just stay right there.
Okay.
it's down to Rob's heavy.
We have to get it out of the ditch tonight. The roads are just terrible out here.
Come on, stick.
Another couple feet. Yeah, it's up on top.
Finally,
Disconnect.
Team Otto has the trailer back on the road.
One little chip in the bottom of the skirting of the trailer. No really other damage. He'll be able to finish his day.
The wreckers pull out of the way,
Get her coming.
and Highway 97 is open again.
It's good to get the road reopened. It's the only path to the north.
And there he goes.
If you can have a truck drive away from a wreck like that,
Yay, high five. Yeah.
that's a big bonus. That's a pretty incredible achievement.
Looks like they're just finishing cleaning the road up. The road is open.
Low-end city winds 3.
In eastern BC,
Play safe out here tonight.
on the Trans-Canada Highway,
Well, I don't like that at all.
a severely compromised trailer
I hope the trailer doesn't fall over.
has Andy gambling on a stack of wooden blocks.
I don't know about that one.
Looks like we're good so far. We just need to pull up.
Now it's time for the real test.
Everybody's clear?
Removing the tractor.
Hopefully everything is supported.
The cobbled landing leg
I could have started dancing when it didn't go down.
holds.
It's good to get the truck out of the way. Take the chassis, and I'll probably take the trailer being as it's so heavy.
Yep.
I'm gonna get under the trailer before the shoring decides to let go. wasn't too bad. We're good. Okay, worked out well. Everybody's safe and sound. It's a good recovery. It's good working with Jason and the team.
I'm glad I was learning a whole bunch of stuff, because I'm hoping to drive a truck myself one day.
There's a lot of ambition in his young guys. Okay, guys, good job, man. Good job.
Gold is one of our latest acquisitions.
Wicked. I'll see you at the yard.
It's busy every day.
All right, have a good one.
And Andy is one that you could just send and you know the job's gonna get done right.
Be safe, you guys.
It's a good day.
Yeah, you have a safe ride too. Beautiful day for a drive.
600 kilometers southwest.
It's unbelievable how our weather's been.
In the Fraser Valley.
Don't see that every day there, do you guys?
Carrie Quiring rolls out.
Today we're headed into the heart of Abbotsford, pull out a stuck skid steer.
In his family's oldest working wrecker, Truck 60.
We're driving a vintage antique wrecker today, 1973 genuine Chevrolet. My great-grandfather paid $18,000 in cash. He spec'd it out with a Special Home 500 wrecker.
The iconic Quiring Green has been a staple in Abbotsford since 1962.
The property where I live now, I learned how to pull stumps out with that tow truck.
Founded by Al's grandparents, the family's tow business was eventually taken over by Al's father, Bob.
A lot of good times riding with my dad, pulling out cars and stuff. I'd love to go for one more ride with him.
Recently, there's been a tragic loss.
Unfortunately, my dad passed to prostate cancer. Toughest year of my life.
Now, Al is navigating the business without his mentor.
I'll keep my dad's legacy, my grandpa's legacy, my family's legacy. We'll keep going in that for as long as we can. We're stretching 4 generations of operating and 5th generation fresh out of the oven. We've got a new trainee on board.
Tanner Robert is not only named after my grandfather, Robert Allen Quiring, it's also named after Sarah's grandfather, named Robert. So it's nice to see and carry that legacy on. It's a proud moment for me.
Today, new dad Carrie is taking the family legacy off-road.
Where we're going is not a road, it's a trail where people walk.
But as the trail narrows, Carrie is forced to stop over 200 feet away.
It's got a steep grade coming into a gully. There's a bobcat way out there. Got stuck. It's pretty soft in there.
Yeah.
The operator was doing work on the trail.
Tearing out a bridge and putting in a new one. I got stuck right away. I figured I'd give them a call because I know this is sort of their specialty.
We live in a beautiful place where there's trees. We're gonna have to run multiple lines off a tree to increase our working load limit of the cables. Just watch your legs there. We're gonna use this as a dead man, change our angle.
Running a line from 200 feet away, they'll snatch block off the mini excavator to hook the rear of the skid steer. Then, using a tree, they'll also hook the front.
I learned this setup from the Al Quiring Toolbook of Secrets.
So call me as soon as you've got your hands on the controls.
Yeah.
Carey treks back up the trail to his wrecker.
Being so far away, you don't have much control over how it's going to react.
The moment of truth.
With limited visibility, he's relying on the operator to relay information.
Go.
We're going to be working at max capacity of all the rigging hooked onto this Bobcat.
But Carey must keep an eye on his 200-foot line.
I'm a little concerned about overloading my cable at this point.
Is the front coming out anymore?
Yeah. And we got to work in sync and do a dance.
Whoa, 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 just easy.
So he doesn't dig a hole.
Everything looking okay?
Anything.
I'm walking down.
Carey heads back to see for himself.
We got it out of the first hole.
Maybe spin it around over here.
Now we're going to get this Bobcat out of this swampy area,
Try and keep it high that side for the bit.
back to high ground.
But now they must navigate the same hole it just escaped from.
My biggest fear is pulling you right in that friggin' hole. 'Cause that's exactly where you're going.
You're screwed.
Pretty muddy over here.
In the Fraser Valley,
Firing is there and towing them off.
Carey must pull a 5,000-pound skid steer
My biggest fear is pulling you right in that friggin' hole.
through a mud pit.
'Cause that's exactly where you're going.
It's going to be a little challenging.
From over 200 feet away.
It's a very narrow road. It's not much wider than the machine itself.
All right, put her in gear.
With no line of sight.
So we're gonna have to pull it all the way through the mud to high ground.
Carey works with the operator
Are we looking okay?
Yeah.
to move the machine
Slow and easy is going to win us the race.
back onto solid ground.
You're just about there now, I can tell.
Okay, it's cleared.
Perfect.
The skid steer is back in action
I'm relieved that my plan worked.
and can get back to work fixing park trails.
Very satisfied and proud that Carey's helping me carry on my family tradition.
Makes me proud running this wrecker. And I'm glad we have it in our fleet for jobs like this.
The old girl, no. Does it one more time.
It's an old timer. You must have got a little more last night.
In the foothills of the Rockies,
Soft snow.
So you guys get paid to go four-wheeling.
Jamie Davis and twin daughters Alexis and Brianna
Most people go four-wheel driving for fun.
Yeah, and then we pulled them out.
head to a remote recovery
That's exactly why I built this truck.
Yeah,
With a plow,
recovery.
right? Yeah.
in LR19, their four-wheel drive wrecker.
Well, the girls, they're fun to go out with, and they're starting to learn things.
And a trailer only weighs.
53,000.
Yeah, you're right. See?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that number?
It's almost like I grew up around here or something.
Like father, like daughter.
It's nice that I'm surprising him, but I'm also surprising myself.
We'd take a left pretty quick here.
Arriving at the Forest Service Road,
You have to angle the plow so it shoots.
It is angled. Try to tell me how to do everything else.
LR19's plow is put to the test.
Who's the dad here? Telling me how to plow?
It's a lot of fun. I like working with them.
But even with a plow and four-wheel drive,
We've got deep snow to try to travel through to do this recovery.
they're struggling to make it up the road.
Did it plow the road? No.
Near the Rockies,
Huh. Now we're stuck.
Jamie and his daughters are stopped.
Now it's time to chain up.
halfway up a snowed-in back road.
Yeah, buddy, that's deep, bro.
It was our first time ever, all three of us just doing a tow together.
With help from Alexis and Brianna.
Yeah, I'll take that set.
I'm throwing him into the fire, and let's see how you make out.
Chaining up is a family affair.
You see how it's loose on the bottom?
My first time ever chaining up.
It's quite a job to teach twin teenage girls to do this kind of work.
Yeah.
Think you can do that one by yourself?
Yeah.
I actually really like doing labor jobs.
I don't think so.
Did you just doubt us? Who do you think you are? Yeah.
I said I'd help.
And they're a bit sassy.
On the other. Okay, a little bit.
For me, this is my kind of fun.
Oh, a little more.
Get out in the bush, figure out how to recover stuff in deep snow, bad weather.
More, stop.
He's just a great teacher. I like learning from him.
Got it.
Oh, that was a real bugger. You know, we promised a customer to get their vehicle out of here. Kind of a little bit of a pride thing, you know. I'm gonna get them out no matter what, you know. Okay, let's give it a try.
And if this doesn't work, let's go home.
You can't do that. We've got a customer that's waiting for us here, right?
Just up the hill,
Oh, there's a car right there.
Yeah.
they spot the vehicle
So there's the car, right where we can see it.
stuck in a ditch. Jamie turns around and reverses to the wreck.
Okay, that's it. I don't think we can get up here anymore.
But it's still over 200 feet away.
Go start the car, get it warmed up. There's a little bit of a hill here. What we got to do is winch the car right around. Give and go, I doubt it's going to move.
I think I can get it, so.
I don't really want to stand around and like watch them do the work. I'd like to do the work, you know?
You think you can get it?
Yeah.
You're really...
Watch out, you guys.
Yeah, go.
I want to be like full in, you know?
Oh, and...
Oh, okay, stop.
Brianna's gonna try to drive the car out.
Now go forward.
I really don't think it's gonna make it.
And just give her.
Yeah, send it.
She's actually pretty good. Okay. Wow.
Perfect. Dude,
Yeah, she's got it figured out.
I bet we don't even need to tow this thing. I bet I could just drive it down.
Yeah, I think so too, buddy.
It takes skill, dude.
Brianna is thinking she can drive it out. I mean, let her try. What's the worst you can do?
Try to stay on the roadway, but wheels to the right.
Wheels to right. And send it a little, send it a little.
Yeah, there you go. Keep it right. Yeah, now just follow the rut. Wow. You guys can actually drive. Hey, you're going too fast. No, you're gonna go in the ditch.
We have a storm kicking up again.
7 hours southwest.
The rain is coming down pretty heavy.
In the Fraser Valley,
Wrecker's on his way.
a 50-ton wrecker heads to an urgent call.
Don't know much, but we will see when we get to the scene.
With MSA boss Kirpal Van Wait.
There's a truck in the ditch. We have to pull that out.
Arriving at a truck depot, Kirpal finds the empty pump truck has slid deep into a muddy ditch.
Yeah, it's a big ditch. This mud is bad. The driver, he was scared. He said the truck is going to tip over.
On his own for now,
Kushner will be here shortly.
Kirpal handles his own rigging
Okay.
to quickly secure the pump truck. But he's feeling his age.
Looks like it's a little bit heavy for the old man. What I'm going to do, lift it up with that cable and pull this way with that cable. We have to secure it before it goes more into the ditch.
Arriving to provide a welcome hand
I want to get his opinion.
Is Kirpal's son, Gershon Van Wade.
So what do you think?
It's leaning over towards the driver's side. Pretty good here.
Give her a pull and see what she does.
My only concern is going deeper into the ditch.
One line is lifting, one is pulling.
There's no damage to it. It's in good working condition.
It's a piece of cake, eh?
Gershon climbs in to steer it out using the truck's power.
Start it up!
But right away...
Why is it doing that?
Now it's not starting up.
That does not sound good.
Start it up!
In the Fraser Valley, Team MSA.
Why is it doing that?
Try to use the pump truck's power.
Pull the brake!
The fuel went on the other side?
Diesel went into this tank because it's sitting, leaning this way.
But they can't start the engine.
It stalled because all the fuel went into the driver's side tank.
Now Kirpal
Drive it forward.
will use the 50 tons brute strength
Okay, let's see how it goes.
to haul it out.
My son is steering while I'm pulling out.
Let me pop it out of gear.
I work with my dad on a daily basis. I think it's always important to try to be on the scene with my dad as much as I can.
Leave it that way a little bit.
Try to learn the most I can from him.
More?
That's good.
45 minutes after MSA first arrived, the pump truck is back on level ground.
That's it.
So all she wrote.
That's how we were brought up. The job needs to get done, and so until the job's done, you just keep pushing through.
We don't leave until the job's done.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Huh?
So we don't leave until the job is done.
Oh, yeah.
And the boy did a good job.
One day, Dad will want to fully retire, and me and my brothers will take over the business and carry the torch on, you know?
So that's it?
That's it. Time for bed. Do it all again tomorrow.
Another W for the books.
Right on, let's go.
Watch out, Alexis, I'm gonna reverse.
In the foothills of the Rockies,
Keep it right. No, you're going too fast.
Jamie's recovery with his twin daughters
No.
is going backwards.
No, you're going to go in the ditch.
Holy, that's crazy.
The car is now found in a ditch on the right-hand side that you couldn't see underneath the snow.
We're gonna put a winch line on this car and just pull it backwards. Okay.
Go over top.
Went pretty good. I'm surprised I actually got it unstuck, and then I got it stuck again.
Alexis and Jamie pull out 150 feet of winch line.
That's it. Pretty close?
We could probably make it work.
Okay. Oh, she was right again.
We need to basically attach every single thing we have to get out that far.
The patchwork line is rigged
You just go ahead and pull.
to the car's rear axle.
I'll go watch her and guide her, okay?
Jamie leaves Alexis to run the controls, while Brianna steers from inside the car.
Just get off your brake altogether. You know, if it comes in here, that'll work for us, Alexis. Watch yourself when you get to the end, okay? Okay, we're done. Now let it down, please.
Jamie re-rigs.
So now we're gonna try to do a little trick move here.
To the front.
We're gonna take this strap, and we're gonna put it around the wheel.
Getting that car turned around and back on the road is what we need to do.
Bet you 20 bucks your way's not gonna work.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Brianna's pretty sparky and not afraid to tell me if she thinks I'm doing something wrong.
The car will need to be turned around.
I'm hoping that this works. Be very careful with this, okay?
So go slow?
Yeah.
180 degrees.
Full on. This is exactly what we want.
I see what you're doing now.
Huh?
I see what you're doing.
With the car now facing the right direction.
Okay, stop. Down. Winch line down. Pretty sure we're done. It's fun to mentor them in a family environment. They're building confidence, and I can see the confidence in both of them.
The last hurdle is driving out.
Brianna, she's not afraid to get out there and do it.
She's still there?
Yeah?
Right to the very last bit.
Yeah.
I really like working with my family. It makes it 10 times funner.
You did good.
The girls are starting to become involved in the company quite a bit.
You followed me right behind her.
Yep.
It's the family business. It's my family business.
Yeah, you owe me a coffee, don't you?
Aw, man.
You said my plan wouldn't work.
I guess I owe you one.
Makes me happy because I can't do it forever.
That's it. We're done and home for dinner.
They're getting involved, big time.
Next time on a special episode of Highway Through Hell.
Chaos up there.
Winter's biggest storm
Time to get the chain-up lights on.
has all hands on deck.
The snow shed protocol was in effect.
A teetering semi freezes out Team Reliable.
Broken.
And a blast from the past takes Jamie down memory lane.
Wow.